Welcome to Data to Decisions. In many cases, we want to clean up the data to make it consistent and useful from a reporting and analysis perspective. One such case would be if your raw data is not clean enough in terms of the proper case or the uppercase or the lowercase, and it's all mixed up in the raw data, and you want to convert it and clean it, then we can do so using formulas which are dynamic and very, very simple to do using the modern Excel. And now, for example, if I have a list of city names, and you can see that Miami is spelled the same way, but the uppercase and the lowercase is not consistent. And same way with, Illinois, the state names are sometimes in capital, sometimes it's proper case, sometimes it's completely lowercase, so all mixed up. Now, what I want to do is we want to convert it into a pure lowercase or a pure uppercase, or it could be a proper case. And we could also make it dynamic for the user to let them choose what they want to see in the report or the data set that you're providing to your customer or the client. So I'm going to use very simple formulas. It's going to be a very short video. Now let's start with the first function, which is the lower case. So Excel provides you, it makes it very, very easy. So you do a lower function and open parenthesis and then give the city name, or in this case, the city name, whatever your value is, select it, and that is it. So this is as simple as it is. And as you would have guessed, we have an upper function, and that converts to upper. Very, very simple, straightforward. Now there is also a proper case, and you can see that it works very nicely, and then we got everything done. Right. So very, very easy. Now, let's make it a little bit more interesting. And if you want to make it more dynamic for the end user, where you want to let the user control whether they want to see a lower, upper, or proper, you can do so. I've already set up the data validation of the drop-down list here. So, for example, if I go to the data, and if you haven't set it up, you can do it in data validation in the data ribbon and just choose list and give the values that you want to have. So I've done lower, upper, and proper. That's it. Then you have a drop-down menu. Now we want to take the input that the user chooses in the drop-down and then provide the lower or the upper or the proper case. So this is where we will use the switch function. Switch, open parenthesis, and I am going to give the expression. So what is an expression here is the what the in our case, what is the input? So I'm going to select the cell GA7 or J6 actually, sorry, J6 and comma. And now I want to lock this before I go further because you selected and hit F4 to lock it or put dollar symbols in front and after the J. So that locks the value because as I go down the list of all the rows, my input doesn't change. My expression is still this one J6 cell. So that's why I'm locking it. Now I want to switch based on the value chosen. So the first value that I'm looking for, let's say, is lower and put it in double quotes and then comma. So if the user chooses lower, what do? I will use my lower function and convert the cell D7 into lowercase, comma. Now, what do I want to do if that's not true? Check for upper as a value, again double quotes, comma. What do I want to do if the user selects upper? Then I want to do upper of the cell D7. And then I'm sure you guessed it now. If the user chooses proper, then I want to apply the proper function, close parenthesis. And the default value, if none of this is true, what do you want to do? In this case, I would say just leave it as it is. Leave it as the original value, D7, close parenthesis. That's it. So let's try what happens. And I'm going to extend the formula down. And now it is the chosen value is proper, but if I change to lower, it changes to lower. If I change this to upper, it changes to upper. Very simple. So what we used in this video, we used the lower function, upper function, proper function, and then we also use the switch function to let the user control which function should be used basically. So hope this was useful. And if you do this operation or a task in a more efficient method, please put them in the comments and I look forward to learning from you. If you have other topics that you would like me to cover on this channel, please post them as comments in the video below and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in another video.